Before his Oscar-winning role in Whiplash, J.K. Simmons was a familiar face in supporting parts across film and television, from Oz to the Spider-Man trilogy. But it wasn't until age 59 that his performance as the terrifying music instructor Terence Fletcher elevated him to critical stardom, proving his range and power as a dramatic actor and reshaping his career trajectory. While Mads Mikkelsen was already well known in Denmark, his international breakthrough didn't come until his 40s. After standout roles in Casino Royale and Hannibal, it was his performance in Another Round that earned him widespread acclaim. The film's global success positioned him as one of the most respected European actors working today, with more recent credits including Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and Fantastic Beasts. A respected stage and television performer in the UK, Tobias Menzies reached wider recognition in his 40s thanks to dual roles in Outlander and later as Prince Philip in The Crown, for which he won an Emmy. His blend of intensity and subtlety has made him a key figure in historical dramas and literary adaptations. Alan Rickman was 41 when he made his film debut as Hans Gruber in Die Hard, a performance that redefined the action villain archetype. A seasoned theater actor before his screen debut, Rickman went on to build a versatile film career with memorable roles in Sense and Sensibility, Galaxy Quest, and the Harry Potter series, where his portrayal of Severus Snape became iconic. Clark Gregg spent years as a dependable supporting actor and screenwriter before reaching mainstream visibility as Agent Phil Coulson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Cast in Iron Man at age 46, his role unexpectedly grew into a fan-favorite presence across multiple films and the long-running series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., earning him late-career fame few character actors experience. A longtime character actor, Richard Jenkins spent decades in the background before finally being thrust into the spotlight with The Visitor at age 60, which earned him his first Oscar nomination. Known for his subtle emotional depth, Jenkins has since become a go-to actor for complex supporting roles in films like The Shape of Water, Kajillionaire, and The Humans. After spending time in prison and working as a drug counselor, Danny Trejo didn't begin acting until his 40s, often cast as tough, intimidating characters. His breakout came with Desperado and solidified with Machete years later. Trejo has since become a cult icon, known as much for his prolific work ethic as for his distinctive look and gritty charisma. Dutton began acting after serving time in prison and studying drama in his 30s, but his big moment came in the 90s with the TV series Rock, and his powerful supporting turns in films like A Time to Kill and Alien 3. Known for his commanding presence and deep voice, Dutton carved a unique path that emphasized resilience and transformation. Walton Goggins spent years playing minor or supporting characters, often in gritty dramas or Southern noir. It wasn't until his Emmy-nominated role as Shane Vendrell in The Shield, and later as Boyd Crowder in Justified, that he became a critical favorite. Since then, Goggins has impressed in both comedic and dramatic roles, including in Vice Principals, The Hateful Eight, and The Righteous Gemstones. A respected stage actor with a long resume in film and television, Brian Cox achieved global recognition much later in life for his commanding performance as media mogul Logan Roy in HBO's Succession. Cast in the role at 71, Cox brought decades of theatrical experience to a character that became emblematic of contemporary prestige television, earning him widespread acclaim and industry awards in the final years of his career. Though Hector Elizondo had been acting since the 1960s, his major break came in 1990 when he played Barney Thompson in Pretty Woman at age 53. His elegant yet grounded performance earned him widespread attention and led to a long collaboration with director Gary Marshall, as well as a steady stream of film and television roles. Although he'd been acting since the 1960s, Morgan Freeman didn't become a major film presence until the late 1980s. His breakout came with Street Smart at age 50, followed by back-to-back acclaimed roles in Driving Miss Daisy and Glory. Freeman's late rise led to an enduring career filled with iconic performances, including The Shawshank Redemption and $1 Million Baby. An acclaimed stage performer for decades, Mark Rylance didn't fully cross over into mainstream film until Steven Spielberg cast him in Bridge of Spies. At 55, Rylance won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor and became a sought-after talent in both indie and blockbuster films, including Dunkirk, Don't Look Up, and The Outfit. Stephen Root had been acting for years in both stage and screen roles, but his cult status began with the role of Milton in Office Space at age 48. Since then, he's become a staple of film and television, praised for his chameleonic talent in everything from Barry to Get Out to No Country for Old Men, often stealing scenes without dominating them. Luis Guzman spent years as a background player in gritty dramas and indie films before becoming a recognizable character actor in the late 90s, particularly through his work with Paul Thomas Anderson and Steven Soderbergh. His roles in Boogie Nights, Traffic, and Punch Drunk Love helped turn him into one of the most beloved and reliable faces in ensemble casts. Although Stacy Keach had worked steadily since the 1970s, much of his recognition came later through roles in American History X and the series Titus. His gravitas and classic leading man energy found renewed appreciation in his later years, leading to a resurgence in both dramatic and voice roles, including in Nebraska and The Long Riders. Lance Reddick's commanding presence and distinctive voice made him a standout in supporting roles, but his breakout didn't come until his 40s with The Wire, where he played the stoic and principled Cedric Daniels. That performance led to key roles in Fringe, Bosch, and the John Wick franchise, where he became a fan favorite as Karen, the Continental's calm and capable concierge. Though Christoph Waltz had been acting steadily in European film and television for decades, international fame eluded him until his collaboration with Quentin Tarantino in Inglourious Basterds. At age 52, his chilling yet charismatic portrayal of SS officer Hans Landa earned him an Academy Award and launched a new chapter in his career, leading to prominent roles in Hollywood productions such as Django Unchained, Spectre, and Alita: Battle Angel. Ken Jeong was a practicing physician before turning to comedy and acting in his late 30s. His breakout role as the wildly unpredictable Mr. Chow in The Hangover catapulted him into the spotlight. Since then, he's built a diverse career across film, television, and reality TV, including starring in Dr. Ken, and serving as a panelist on The Masked Singer. Though David Harbour worked consistently in film and television throughout the 2000s, his career shifted dramatically when he was cast as Jim Hopper in Stranger Things at age 41. The role turned him into a fan favorite, opening doors to major roles in Black Widow, Violent Night, and other high-profile projects. While Brendan Gleeson had already built a solid reputation in Ireland, international fame came in his 40s through roles in Braveheart and Gangs of New York. His breakthrough as a leading man came with The General, and he has since become a versatile figure in both indie hits like The Guard and Calvary, and major franchises including Harry Potter and Paddington 2. Best known for playing Martin Crane on Frasier, John Mahoney didn't begin acting until his late 30s and found success even later. He became a household name in his 50s thanks to the Emmy-winning sitcom, after years in theater and supporting film work. His warm, rough persona gave heart to the series and earned him lasting recognition. Michael Emerson was nearly 50 when he gained national recognition for his Emmy-winning role as serial killer William Hinks in The Practice. His follow-up as Benjamin Linus on Lost solidified his status as a master of morally ambiguous characters, paving the way for lead roles in series like Person of Interest and Evil. Harris Yulin worked steadily across film, theater, and television from the 1970s onward, but it was his appearance as corrupt lawyer Mel Bernstein in Scarface that drew mainstream attention. In later decades, he became a go-to actor for complex authority figures, notably in Clear and Present Danger, Training Day, and Ozark, consistently elevating every project with gravitas. Though trained at Juilliard and active in theater, Michael Stuhlbarg's film career didn't take off until his late 30s, when he starred in the Coen brothers' A Serious Man. That role introduced him as a uniquely expressive actor, leading to acclaimed turns in Call Me by Your Name, The Shape of Water, and Boardwalk Empire.